Hello again, Five Knuckle fans. I just got back from M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit. Now, is it another crap movie made by Shyamalan to further sully his name? Not really.
What a twist!
It was surprisingly good, especially when you compare it to his more recent films. I mean, if you saw The Last Airbender, this should wipe away the stink of that film. In The Visit, we have two kids going to visit their grandparents for the first time ever, and the daughter wants to document the whole thing. And, like most found footage films, when the cameras start rolling, shit starts happening. And this isn't a straight horror movie, it's more like a horror comedy, kind of, small moments here and there, like the kid wanting to be a freestyle rapper and rapping every now and again in the movie, even at the end when he sums up the plot. I will just say before I get into the official review that if you have a loved one who is going through Alzheimer's or dementia, don't see this movie, okay? Just avoid it. Because I was sitting there too and thinking to myself, yeah, this is going to offend a couple people. But aside from that, I mean, it's decent. It had some good shots in it. It had moments that made me and the audience laugh. And the creepy moments, well, some of them were actually legitimately creepy. It seems M. Night Shyamalan is stepping away from his typical, very serious movies and actually making movies that make fun of themselves and make fun of found footage films. I appreciate that. Found footage is a dying breed. It's hard to make a good one anymore that's original. And this movie pokes fun at them, like the girl saying, no, let the swing move on its own. I want it to be organic. Yeah, the kids are fantastic in this. The kids were legitimately good actors and had good laughs. The grandparents in this were good actors. They were really creepy in the movie. I guess faults, not everything they did worked. Not all the jokes were funny. And not all of the legitimately what were supposed to be scary moments were scary. But it managed to make some funny moments funny and other scary moments scary. So it's a little bit of half and half. It's a little dull compared to other M. Night Shyamalan movies. There's a lot less happening in this movie than, say, The Happening. But at the same time, what is happening is good. It is. And let me tell you, there is plenty of old lady ass in this movie. So, if you want to see a movie with some old lady ass action, check out this movie. What would I rank it? 3 out of 5. I mean, I didn't particularly care for it. I might not see it again. But at the same time, I recognize it's a big step in the right direction for a director who really should have a better reputation. I mean, the guy has great ideas. To sum it all up, The Visit is a self-aware found footage movie that has some chilling moments in it and some humor thrown in. Would I recommend it? Again, if you have a loved one going through Alzheimer's or dementia, I wouldn't recommend that for you. And if you get grossed out by bodily functions, shall we say, then yeah, I'd avoid this movie too. But, you want to see a found footage film, jump a little, laugh a little, sure, this movie's for you. Overall, yeah, 3 out of 5. And, what time is it? Spoiler time. Spoiler time for the review. Okay, so there is a twist in this movie, like every single M. Night Shyamalan movies, and this one was actually decent. I actually spent the whole time wondering what the twist would be in this movie, and I thought I had it down. Because it's brought up that the grandparents are counselors. So I thought, okay, this is all just some weird counseling experiment. But no, I was wrong. As it turns out, the grandparents are not the grandparents. They were patients at a mental institute the grandparents worked at, and they promptly beat the grandparents to death and hid their bodies in the basement. And the two people posing as them are mental patients, one of which killed her children. So, yeah. Decent twist. I didn't see that coming. And, yeah, as brought up earlier, there's close-ups of poo in the movie. And vomiting. And I don't know how to feel about all that. Like, there's one scene where the grandfather wipes the crap on the 10-year-old kid's face, and which he raps about later, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Some of the bodily stuff in the movie, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It was gross, to say the least. And yeah, in the end, it got kind of bloody. I know the grandmother dies. She gets stabbed to death with the glass. I don't know if the grandpa died. I'm going to assume that he did. It's not really brought up whether or not they lived. Not sure if that's relevant. But yeah, that's pretty much a twist. I mean, of course you'd want to see the spoiler section to know what the M. Night Shyamalan twist is this time. And it worked. It actually worked. It wasn't like trees or anything this time. It's crazy murdering grandparents. Kind of. They're not grandparents, I don't think. So anyways, that was The Visit. Sorry if this is shorter than my other reviews. There's not really much to talk about, really. The grandparents act crazy, the kids film it, they're not the grandparents, and they get killed. Straightforward and neat. And I do hope this is a good step in the right direction. I want to see M. Night Shyamalan make a good movie again. I want to see the Unbreakable sequels. That was supposed to be a trilogy, and the first Unbreakable is fantastic. If this gives him the budget he needs to make Unbreakable 2, then it was worth every single cent I spent on the tickets. That said, decent.
What a twist!